Hello and welcome to the halftime report. Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. We got a 1-1 scoreline at halftime. Overall, a very disappointing performance in that first half. I liked how we came out of the gate strong. We created a lot of chances in those first 20 minutes, but we just didn't get a goal. Really bugged me how Alexis Sanchez has had chances, Aaron Ramsey's had chances, Olivier Giroud has had chances. It should have been 2 to 3-0 before Crystal Palace even had their goal. And that's very disappointing that we've let them back into the game. Crystal Palace have been dangerous. I have liked how Bellerin and Monreal have played against our danger men in terms of Balassi and Zaha. I thought we're nullifying their main point of attack. However, on their goal, terrible team defending. And what I mean by that is the commitment to defend was just not there. It started with Aaron Ramsey diving in needlessly. Player easily gets around him, crosses the ball in, and then we don't clear it very well. It drops back to their right back, and he scores. And you can't really put that on our defenders. You have to put that on our midfielders, not closing down. And I believe the reason for that is offensively we're playing Ozil, Ramsey, Sanchez in interchangeable roles. However, when you have those interchangeable roles, and you put the defensive coverages with that, sometimes things get mixed up. So if Aaron Ramsey's playing in the middle, Ozil's playing out wide, they don't necessarily play their defensive coverages. And that was apparent on their goal. Aaron Ramsey lets the player cross it in, and then Alexis Sanchez is playing in the middle. His defensive coverage is that wing back, and he did not follow that, and they end up scoring a goal. And it's tough to say, question marks with Czech with their goal. Could he have done a little better? Maybe, who knows? But other than that, we did have spells in that match in that first half where we did play well, and that's what's frustrating. And we created the chances, and that's when we got to put the game to bed. We're up 1-0. Let's get that second goal and clean it up and put the game to bed, kill the game off, kill off the hope that Crystal Palace might have on coming back. But instead, we don't take our chances. Crystal Palace come back into the game. Two players that I think have had absolute shockers. Number one, Francis Coquelin. On the 20th minute, I was starting to count the number of times he gave the ball away just because I noticed he was giving it away. I counted since the 20th minute 5 times, and there was times before that. And as a holding mid that's dictating the flow of the game, you can't have your holding mid give the ball away 7, 8 times. He's on a yellow. That's one thing that we need to look out for in that second half as well. But Francis Coquelin, to me, has had an absolute shocker. Another player, Olivier Giroud. Great finish. And that's what's frustrating because his overall game today hasn't been great, but he did get us that goal. But he's been very lethargic, giving the ball away. And other than the goal, he hasn't really looked a real threat. Personally, question marks with the lineup for me. I wanted to see Alexis Sanchez and Oxlade-Chamberlain starting today instead of having a predominant like Ozil or Ramsey on one of those wings. I wanted to see Alexis Sanchez, Oxlade-Chamberlain absolutely terrorizing their wing defenders, but Wenger went with his guys. He went with Ozil and Ramsey, which I thought was a little disappointing. But look for Walcott to come on in the second half. Look for Oxlade-Chamberlain to come on in that second half to go out and grab us a goal. Other than that, it's just we need to win this game, absolutely, especially after that first match. We can't dig ourselves a hole at the start of the season like we normally do. And this second half is going to be a real test, not only a test football-wise, but a test of our character. Can we go out? Can we fight adversity? Last week, when we were hit with adversity, we just sat down and crawled up into a little ball. Today, we need to come out firing. If we can get a goal within 10 minutes of that first half, 10 minutes of that second half, show a real statement, and then keep the possession of the ball, absolutely kind of kill the game off, and then maybe grab one on the counter to win it 3-1. But good performances for today. Once again, I like the performances of our wingbacks. Our fullbacks, Hector Bellerin and Nacho Monreal, I think have had very solid games. Mesut Ozil's been playing well. I want to see a little bit more from Alexis Sanchez. You can see it's nearly there, but it's just not quite. That final product isn't there, the final shot, the final cross. But the build-up play from Alexis Sanchez is getting there. You can kind of tell it's his first game back, but hopefully he can have a good performance in that second half, and hopefully everyone can just step it up. But right now, I think performance is around 6.5 out of 10. We got to raise that to a 7.5 to 8 to go on and win this match. And we also have to be smart defensively. Crystal Palace do have lots of attacking options. They have lots of dangerous players. Yohan Cabaye, in my opinion, is a great player, and he's kind of their engine. He's the player that makes them tick, and we need to kind of shut him down and continue shutting down their wingers. Zaha and Bolasie haven't really had a sniff yet, and just that's also due to our center backs as well. I thought Koscielny's always having a good game, the beast that he is, and Mertesacker is sturdy today. But going to that second half, we just need to raise the level of our game, take our chances. If we create one good chance, can we just take that chance and kill the game off? We've created chances, and I expect us to create more chances in that second half. It's just we got to take them, take the game to them, and once we take those chances, completely kill the game off, show professionalism, and just get the 3 points. Thanks for joining me in the halftime report. We will be back at full time with the full-time report, and I'll have me some guests, probably Rayhan and Moran. But thanks for joining me, and hopefully Arsenal can get those 3 points in the second half. Up the Arsenal.